Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am here today with my first official video for the Fancy Fold Card Challenge. Now, this challenge has been going for a year, but I have just officially joined. So you'll find all the information that you need in the description box below. But basically, more than a year ago now, lovely Monika Weclewska, who is aka Paper Mona, she started this challenge with the other Monika, who is crafting with the Qulling Lady, and Christine from Christine's Cards and Things, and they've been sharing a fancy fold card each month on their YouTube, and they have also started a Facebook group. You'll find that in the links below. With the idea being to inspire everybody to join in if they wish. So this year, Monika asked if anybody else would like to join in. So Katarina from Create with Katarina, she has joined in, and so have I. So each month, on the 5th of the month at 5 o'clock, we will be sharing a new card design, and if anybody wants to make one, they can use the hashtag, which you'll find in the description box below. Or you can share photographs within the Facebook group if you do Facebook. So the first official one for me is a wiper card. I had never made one of these before. Somebody did send me one. A crafty chum, I think. But I have never had a go, so I did what I always do. Have a little search on Pinterest, on YouTube, and see what the gen is. What do I need to do? So I will show you the first one that I've made in case you don't know what a wiper card is. So this is my first attempt, and it's a little birthday card, and the wiper part is, ta-da, it's got a little pop-up. So that is it. So it's a little pop-up on this giraffe. I got this, the papers and the cut aparts and the sentiments, I think, as well, and these little flowers all came with a set from one of the card magazines. It's like a tropical set. I don't still have it on my desk. I want to say it was either Simply Cards and Papercraft or Papercraft Essentials, one of those two, and I have been hoarding it like I do with everything that I find lovely. But when I was looking at the videos for doing this, I had just looked at these papers and thinking, you should do something with them. And so this giraffe, I thought, how cute is that? He pops his head up, busy munching a leaf. So yeah, so I am going to make a little video now for you showing how to make this exact one. And then I have also done a little bit of prep because I want to do one that is slightly different. So keep watching if you want to see how to make one of these cards. Okay, so I'm going to show you the basic version that I made. So I've got my guillotine here, I've got a sheet of A4 cardstock, and I want to cut 2 panels that measure 9 inches by 4 inches. So I can get all of this out of one sheet of card, which is great. So that's 4 by 9. And this one is 4 by 9. Now, sorry, I noticed yesterday after I put my video up that my chair squeaks. So, and it sounds like my stomach was rumbling, but it's not, I promise you, it's my chair. So that last wee bit of card I need measures 3 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay, squeak. I think I need a bit of oil in my chair. So I'm going to score the 2 large pieces of card at 1.5 and 3 inches on the long side. 1.5 and 3. And then the other one, I'm going to turn it over because the card, I want to use the nicer side of the craft card. But I'm going to score it at the same, 1.5 and 3. And then the little piece is going to be the mechanism. And I'm going to take that and just put a wee notch in at 1.5. And it, oops, I'm going to try and line this up here and score. So I've got a little sort of corner score there. Right. So this needs to be scored, not scored, folded on the score marks. Like so, and the same on the other side. So this is going to kind of stick together like so, and that's going to be your card base. So obviously you're going to decorate that. I'm not going to go through all of that for this one, but this is my little wiper mechanism. So I'm going to score this. I never do a very... I think I'd probably find it easier if I actually did like a pencil line and scored that, but anyway, I don't do that, do I? So the instructions that I found suggested also that you should round off the top of this. So I'm going to do that just because everything to make it go a bit smoother. Now, the next bit is the bit where I get myself all in a pickle, and so it's actually this way. So what you want is the top, the front of your card like this, with the folded, the 1.5 and the 3-inch scores on the left, and then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to pop it in like this. Is that right? Let me just do a little double check. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of blue tack on there. So you want to glue it in so that it's between it's on this panel, it's not overlapping with any of the other sections, and it's not overlapping at the top. You don't want to see that little score mark there. So this is going to get stuck down like so. And then, yay, that's what we want. It needs a wee bit of training, I find. But, so this is how we're going to stick this down. Like so. So I'll get my glue. And I guess you could use tape for this. I prefer wet glue, even though it always dries up between uses. But I find once it's on, it's on. So, in between my lines here, oops, I'm going to let that do its thing. Meanwhile, I'm going to pop some glue onto this panel. And I'm going to line up this one here. So that's nice. Nice and stuck down there. And then the same on the other side, just this one. And again, you could just use tape if you want to. I don't find it lasts quite as long. So now, yay, that's it. It's got the mechanism now. So that's just a kind of basic model of it. What I'm going to do now is I have cut pieces to make a slightly different version. So I've already cut and scored and done a little bit of prep, so you don't have to watch all that again. So this one it's the same 9 inches, I think. Yep, it's 9 inches, and the back panel of the card measures 5 inches. I've still scored it at 1.5 and 3. And then the front panel is again 9 inches, scored at 1.5 and 3, but it's only 3 inches tall. So it's going to sit like so. Now, because the back panel is going to be visible, I have cut some mats and layers to go inside. Can you see what theme we're going with here? So this, I don't need it to go right down because the rest of it won't be visible. But so I've got those panels, and then for this one, I've got this panel, this one, and this one. So I might just glue these down before I get to the mechanism bit. And the papers that I'm using are ones that I have been hoarding forever. I think, was it called Craft Box or something? I used to get them monthly, a 6x6 pad. And I treated them as if they were made of actual gold and rarely used any of them. They're not. They're just made of paper. They're nothing. They're not actually precious jewels. So I decided to try and get some enjoyment and use them. So that's that side. Now this one, I've just mat and layered with some silver cardstock just to make them pop out a bit against that navy blue. And these little ones at the side, I just wanted something so they weren't plain, but maybe if I had a 12x12 pad or a larger pad that would have fitted the whole thing, then I would have done that, but I didn't. So here we go, that's what the sort of front will look like. Now what have I done with my mechanism? Here it is. So I've got my little 3x1. Now, let me show you what I want to be the pop-up thing. So I've got this little alien die, and I'm nearly finished paper piecing it before I chop it up. But I thought I would just do the last little piece. Seems I've got my new, what do you call it, baby blue. I'll just have a go with that. So, got my A-plate, I've got my little alien die. I'm just wanting to do that bit there. Put that facing up on my bee. La la la. It's got really good suckers for the desk as well. So here we go. So I just want to put this little starry background in. Must say it is perfect, this little die cutting machine, for this kind of job, where I want one wee die run through a few times. So I did it in a sort of matte silvery colour in the silver, in a green matte metallic in the starry paper, and then this holographic blue as well. And I didn't have to keep going over to because my Big Shot Plus does not fit on my desk. I'm just gonna cut around. Now the one thing I'm worried about is I don't really want to see the card that's the mechanism behind this, and I'm wondering about putting a bit of acetate so that it's do you know what I mean? I don't really like that. So what have I got here? I've got some double-sided tape, which I think will be the best for the acetate. Maybe I will stick a piece of, or should I stick some of this on? Right, so it's going to go on like that, isn't it? So I'm just going to cut that down. I'm going to stick my mechanism in before I do that. So glue on this panel, turn this over, and glue that inside like so. So I've done this right. Yes. Okay. So on this piece here, and I've got this little bit of acetate that was in a die cutting package, so it just needs to be no wider. And my little alien can stick on it. And so let me see, should I put a bit of this pattern paper on? Maybe I should. Like so, just gives it a little bit, and I want to cut it here because I don't want that getting in the way. Okay, and then box, I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the bottom. I hope this will work. I've used acetate, the little box pop-up sort of cards, but put that along the top. Piece in there. Piece there too. Go. Now, just stick this on so it's not okay. Now I'm going to stick this down. We are all going to cross our fingers, toes and eyes and hope and pray that it works. So there's that. Now, let's see, let me just do a little, oh, I don't know where my pencil's gone. Okay. Stick this one down here too. Give that a little minute to. So hopefully now we're going to see this pop up in the right kind of way. Yay! And I can then just put my little alien on it. Just stick it. Oh, and you just hope it's going to take, don't you? Okay. So now does it work? It works! Yay! Poke it back in. So it just takes a wee bit of training, I think, for that to happen. Oh, lights are going out and everything. Now I've got a little birthday sentiment to pop on, and I've cut it in this kind of blue holographic and in black. And I think maybe the blue holographic on top. And just do a wee shadow, drop shadow for that. So pop that on there. And then all I would need to do for a finishing touch would be to pop a panel on the back for you to write your message, because obviously it doesn't have an inside in the way that a traditional card does. But I think that is quite cute. If you've got somebody that likes space and aliens and things. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that and that it made sense. And I will be back very soon with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.